Attorney Delga, salamat po.
In addition to that, they were insisting na basahan na kaagad siya ng kanyang rights, no? Constitutional rights. Ang sabi, I will read to you your rights. Well, I asked them simply, anong rights? Rights sa Pilipinas o rights sa ICC? Ang sagot sa akin, that's beyond my pay grade. Sabi ko, nandyan ang Undersecretary of Justice, nandyan ang Chief State Prosecutor, bakit hindi mo tanungin? Yun ang ating mga yun ang mga natatandaan ko. Kaya, sa natatandaan ko, hindi siya nabasahan din ng kanyang karapatan.
Sobra, no? Anyway, magmula po nung sa biyahe ni Pangulo, no, or the FPRRD sa Hong Kong, para po yung meet up with the OFWs, mga kababayan natin, no, ka-Yvette. Napunta tayo doon sa pag-arrive niya sa Pilipinas na naging nakakagulat, nakakasindak yung nangyari doon. Gusto ko susugan lang po kay Secretary Medjaldea. Noong nangyari na nga po yan, yung arrival, yung pangaharas, at hindi pagkilala sa tamang proseso, nakaka-insulto to bilang abogado that alam naman natin na kailangan, sabi nga ni Attorney Yvette, na dapat may warrant. Pero hindi nila kinilala yung proseso eh. Secretary Medjaldea, what were your thoughts and emotion during this moment na talagang nakita ninyo? Tapos susugang ko na lang din para tuloy-tuloy po yung sagot ninyo. Tapos meron po bang mga moments that stood out as particularly tense or critical, Attorney?
Alam mo lahat ng panahon na tense, very tense and critical. Kasi ang nakasalalay ang karapatan ng isang akusado. No? Lahat violate. No? From the basic right to counsel, no? The basic right to counsel. Ang presidente mismo ang kausap nung General Torre. I want to talk to my daughter. No? At the very least, nagtanong man lang sana siya sa Undersecretary of Justice or sa Chief State Prosecutor na gusto niya makausap. Assuming na hindi niya alam yun, as a general, na right to counsel is the right of every Filipino under our Constitution. Beyond his pay grade daw.
Attorney Delgra?
I would like to confirm what the statement of ES Bingbong Bingaldea. At some point, I was able to personally talk to the USEC concern, who at the time, I learned later, was actually the officer in charge of the Department of Justice because then Secretary Remulla was attending an international conference, ironically, on narcotics in Austria. Now, so he was there. I approached him. Sir, can you do something about what General Torre is doing to the former president? He's already violating the rights of the former president. So we are just, the words that he used was monitoring and supervising what the implementation of the warrant. Sabi ko, nakikita niyo naman, binabiolate na yung karapatan ng tao. Especially doon sa medical emergency, which I insisted earlier that time that I talked to him. And that's why I said I confirm doon sa sinabi ni ES Bingbong Bingaldea, at sinabi na sa akin it's beyond his pay grade. Hindi ko na lang sasabihin anong sinagot ko sa kanya. But anyway, so I talked also separately to State Prosecutor Padulyon. Similarly, ganon din ang sagot. They cannot do anything about what General Torre was doing on the ground in the Villamor Air Base. So, yun talaga ang plano since the start. That we came to know more or less early on during that long period, no? From I think he was brought to Villamor sometime towards 11 o'clock in the morning, na ang plano talaga na hindi na makakalabas ang dating Pangulo except to forcibly bring him into the plane and bring him to The Hague. At ganun nga ang nangyari.
Yes.
Attorney,
Ako,
ano natin to, idagdag natin. Kung babalikan natin, no, balikan natin yung mga nangyari nung March 11. Is there anything you would have done differently that day, Attorney?
We were expecting actually that if there would be any charges, and we know the basic law, and I think that the Department of Justice know that also. No foreign judgment or order can be applied or applicable or executed for that matter within the Philippines unless you refer it to the local courts. And it's the local court who will decide on the matter. Even on as basic as civil rights like foreign divorce, you cannot execute that here in the Philippines. It has to pass through the court who will affirm this foreign judgment. The same thing also with foreign orders. It will have to be referred to, and that's also in the law, no? Insofar as referral to a competent judicial authority. Obviously, the definition of a competent judicial authority was stretched out too long, too thinly, to say na pwede na rin pala yung, if I got the explanation during the Senate investigation, if I got it correctly, pwede na rin pala mag-determine yung the Department of Justice as the competent judicial authority referred to in the law. So, yun ang malaking problema natin dyan.
Yes. So, kanina, from Hong Kong, tapos pag-arrive ni FPRRD, ngayon naman, pumunta tayo yung sa flight na to The Hague. From Villamor Air Base, the journey continued aboard the plane to The Hague. A moment few outside the entourage could witness. Nakikita po yan ng maraming taong sumubaybay. Ang daming umiiyak dahil alam nila marami pong nasagasa ang karapatang pangtao. And kung kaya nilang gawin ito, siguro naisip ng tao na sumisigaw sila, dati nating presidente yan. Kung sa dating presidente nangyari to, nagawa nila to, paano pa kami kaya mga simpleng mamamayang Pilipino? And that's one of the cry na mga Pilipino na bakit nangyari to. So, moving forward, Secretary Majaldea, what happened during the flight? Kayo po kasi yung kasama. Kitang-kita natin to. How did former President Duterte respond to the situation? And what was your role while accompanying him? Kasi kita po namin lahat, kami po na mga talagang sumubaybay dahil nakita namin talaga yung sobrang harassment na nangyari sa inyo. Nakita namin yung itsura ni PRRD na he looks sick but kalmado eh. Ayaw niyang bigyan ng problema yung makakakitang mga Pilipino. Hanggang sa ganong sitwasyon, nakita natin yung pagiging restraint niya. Kasi he is avoiding trouble. If you remember, mga kababayan, mga ka-vloggers, nakita ninyo na noong nagkakaroon sila ng parang palitan ng salita at pagkilala sa tamang proseso at batas, nakita ninyo ang Pangulo kung paano siya mag-deliver ng salita. Sinabi niya, antayin ko ang anak ko. Gusto kong makausap ang anak ko. Huwag kayong ganyan. May masasaktan, tapos narinig pa natin na tanggalin niyo yung bata. May babae dito. Hindi niya inisip yung sarili niya. And that time, he is so sick. Kitang-kita, pero makita mo yung kalmadong muka. Wala ka makikita. Malamya ang boses, pero kontrolado. Kaya makita mo talaga, last nakita mo nandoon pa rin yung leadership niya. Yung kakaibang leadership kung bakit mahal siya ng mga Pilipino.